Bring it on, kids!
Woo! I want to welcome everyone. I want to turn it over to the young people, but I'm Reverend Dr. Leonisa Artizone. I hit the button to organize this, but then I'm willing to hand it off. I just wanted to make sure it was happening in Kingston. I'm the minister of the UU Congregation of the Catskills over on South Hill Road. I didn't want to go to New York City. I live here. I want to do it here. And I know I've been getting emails, so it's wonderful. I'm getting to meet all these wonderful people who believe in the same things I do, and I think we're all here because we recognize not just the importance, but the necessity of us being vocal, of being active, and doing what the planet has been begging us to do for years. Woo! And I was thrilled to get emails that kids from schools were going to be coming because that was the whole point. And my own kids playing hooky, and that makes me so happy. Glad you're all here. I did get a note that Pat Ryan is planning to come and say a thing or two with us, so that might be nice. But I would really also, and more importantly, nothing against Pat Ryan, he's a great guy, but encourage any young person who wants to say something. I deliberately didn't get any amplification because I didn't want to have to get a permit. So instead, we're going to have to just yell and do whatever. But I'd love to hear from young people. I'd love throughout the day to hear from other leaders, faith leaders, anyone in their community. I'd love if we wanted to have a moment of silence, meditation, prayer, whatever we want to do. And then I think since we have so many wonderful signs, it might be nice to just sort of line the perimeter of this park so as people are driving by, we can get them involved or thinking. Does that make sense? Yeah. And I see the tall Mr. Ryan in the back. Will you please come forward?
Thank you all for being here. This is so important, and especially thank you to all the young people here. All I'll say is my wife and I, we have now a 7-week-old at home, so I have some bags under my eyes because of that. But more than that, what I have is this even stronger passion and sense that taking care of our planet and all the elements of our environment around us is a moral obligation. And to hear young people raise their voices, many of whom aren't even old enough to vote yet. If we could fix that, then I think we'd be in a better situation. But until then, thank you to you all for leading. We're following your example, so keep pushing, and it's an honor to be here to stand with you. So let's give them a round of applause.
Young people? Do you want to say anything? Do you want to tell us a thought or two?
I guess I'm the first one to volunteer as tribute.
No Hunger Games here. Yeah. Anti-Hunger Games.
Yes, anti-Hunger Games. The Save the Planet games. Anyway, so. Just say I had a plan. I'm so glad that everyone's here to support our planet, because the more people who educate themselves, who show up, who aren't indifferent, that makes a difference. Because it's indifference that is killing this planet.
Yes.
Right.
Indifference to the fact that all of the science shows that yes, we are killing our habitat. But oil is expensive, and so some people subscribe more to the ideals of the lobbyists keeping them in power than the wishes and in fact the needs of the people that they are in power, that have voted for them to be in power and who they are supposed to be serving.
Yeah,
that's right. Well, we have to vote these people out.
Do you want to say anything? Go for it. Say it.
I want to to grow up in a world where I don't have to worry about issues like how our planet is being killed. I want to grow up in a place where I can have a family and where I can live a happy life, all right? Yeah. I want to grow up in a world that is peaceful, where we don't have to worry about war and gun violence.
Right.
If we save our planet, we're ensuring that the lives of all these young people don't have to be put in jeopardy.
That's right.
Right.
Go! Let's keep this world spinning!
Ho ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey hey! Ho ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey hey! Ho ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey hey! Ho ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey hey! Ho ho! Climate change has got to go!
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Climate change has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Whoa.
Climate crisis! We can fight this! 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 Climate crisis! We can fight this!
Just keep it good, guys. Come on. We're here for the world. Let's have a positive time and let's change some stuff.
Change the world!
Stop.
The WDS compiled some local issues for you guys. You can scan this with your phone. They're on some of the signs. We're gonna put them on more. Yeah.
Any more young people want to share something?
Yeah. Yes, you do.
Who wants to say anything? Not you? You sure? I think you have a great sign. Do you want to show your sign? Really? Can you just hold it up high? No. Oh, come on. Turn around. Show everybody. Go. You got to be loud.
Okay, so if we want to save this world, we're going to have to fight now so that the future can live on.
Please scan the QR codes and support this movement, because if we do something local and everyone does something, it can lead up to a big change. So don't just do something today, do something tomorrow and the next day and the next day. We have to
Fight for change!
And vote, because we can. Yes.
Yes. And vote because they can't. Right? Right.
We are fighting for our futures and for your futures.
And we think it's really important that our message is heard, because we're going to be stuck with it and we want it to change.
Yes!
You want to say get this. Where'd you get that?
I'm a writer, and she's a singer, and you're an artist, and we can all stand together on one thing, which is climate change. Fight for the future you want your children to live in!
Climate crisis!
We can fight this!
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 My name is Mary Frank.
Her name is Mary Frank.
Fantastic. I have a real voice here. I work as a volunteer for 23 years for...
She has worked for 23 years for a company that is...
It's not a company.
It's not a company.
It's called Solar, S-O-L-A-R.
Solar. Should I?
That's okay. Cookers
International.
They are working all over the world.
They're working all over the world.
In refugee camps.
In refugee camps.
And on every continent.
On every continent.
Solar cookers give a design you can make yourself.
Solar cookers give a design you can make yourself.
In front of the UN.
In front of the UN.
Okay. We cooked with people from 43 countries.
We cooked with people from 43 countries.
On the sidewalk.
On the sidewalk.
With 15 cookers.
With 15 cookers.
We didn't know we would have so many people.
We didn't know that we would have so many people.
So they got very little tastes.
So they got very little tastes.
Tastes. Of meat, fish, bread, cake, vegetables, rice, beans, everything delicious, and purified water. A lot of great food.
A lot of great food. Yeah.
All kinds of food.
All kinds of food.
Solar cookers are climate change in the best way. No pollution.
Climate change. Oh God. Solar cookers are the best way to help climate change.
Thank you!
Thank you!
Hey, I see Dave Click. Dave Click here.
This is unbelievable! You guys are unbelievable! Climate change is an emergency!
Yes!
Keep standing up for it. Let's go. Let's be out in the field. Let's be out in the world and let them know what's going on, right? Yes! Thank you. Keep it up. Keep it up. Thank you.
You know what? Maybe when we're in our circle. Okay, let's one more thing about voting. So grown-ups, listen up.
This is for the grown-ups. Let me ask you kids, how many of you can vote right now? Okay, so that means that it's up to all of the rest of us to vote. Just this morning, I talked to 3 people who really care about the environment. They're arborists. They don't vote. They don't vote in local elections. I am an organizer and activist. I need help with canvassing, with voting, with getting the vote out. Please go out there and do everything you can to make our local candidates such as Pat Ryan and Dave, who really care about these kids and these issues, to go out and help us. Sign up, call your town committees, call your local activist groups, and vote, vote, vote.
Early voting.
Climate crisis!
We can fight this!
Climate crisis!
We can fight this! We can fight this!
We can fight this!
We can fight this!
We can fight this! We can fight this!
We can fight this!
We can fight this!
Think so? It's one way or the other, right?
Hey, Calf, 30 years across the river and come here for things, but not.
Oh no, I mean I'm kind of sad for him. It's not fun to be mean.
Where are all the going here? I think they're in the beginning of this.
This is what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like!
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like!
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Climate crisis!
We can fight this!
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 Climate crisis!